we're back. Welcome to, yeah, I'm Lee.
Fayaz.
Hey, again,
still social distancing.
Yeah, we're still social distancing. We're trying to be good guys, so we're hanging out at home. So today we're going to talk a little bit about UFC 249 and some of the BS going on. We get that there's things going on in the world, and it makes this hard for this fight to happen. But
Yep.
in some ways, we wished it could have been something else.
Yeah, definitely.
But it can't be right now. So
more ways than most. Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I was busy teaching online classes today when boom, Fayaz jumps at me and says, Ferguson's getting it in the rear again. So I'm like,
Again.
let me know what's going on.
And you know man, he probably doesn't even think that, man. But from a fan perspective, man, I think he's just getting screwed left and right. So now he's going to fight for another interim title, dude. He's going to fight for another interim title. He's got to wait on Khabib again. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I get to see him fight. We get to see him fight Justin Gaethje, so it's just going to be a freaking, we're going to come forward and we're just going to throw down type of fight. But I wanted Khabib to fight. I was hoping Khabib would fight, right? Khabib said, well, I had to do this and I had to do that, and they wouldn't let me fly. Then Khabib says, well, send me the location. And I'm like, come on, man. Just, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not going to get mad about that anymore. Now they're going to have this fight. They're going to do it on the West Coast. It's an undisclosed location. I think they're thinking tribal land, because they don't have to follow federal regulations.
Yeah, because they're
on tribal land.
Yeah, I know a little bit about
right?
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know what
because
I'm talking about.
They're considered a sovereign nation, so they're not necessarily. There's a slight slide in that line. So, but yeah.
So the rumor is, and I heard it on the Ariel Helwani show, that Ariel Helwani said that it was supposed to be whenever they do this, and if it goes well, I guess they're going to do more events there. Try to do more, until all this stuff blows over. But I couldn't get past the Khabib thing. I couldn't pass the Khabib and Ferguson thing. And man, I guess if I was Tony, I probably would have held out, because that's a fight that's been trying to make, that they've been trying to make forever. But at the same time, I understand it's his livelihood. That's how he's got to make a living. And he's been training, so he's in great shape, and we know it's going to be a great fight.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got to do those things, especially in times like this, but they also got to entertain. And just like some other things, like, there's no basketball, there's no hockey, there's no baseball, none of those sports are happening right now. So people have to look to something. So these guys fighting even in an empty place is better than nothing at all. If you're a sports fan or a fight fan, you just want to see something. There's only so many reviews of old fights you can watch. So something new and something that can get your juices flowing a little bit and builds a little interest around the sport. And, being an MMA fan or a fan of just fighting in general, anything that can open up that door to make you say, man, I'm glad there's something for me to do. I'm tired of, only so much Netflix a man can watch. Only so much Tiger King a person can hold out on. So,
I haven't even watched it. I haven't even watched that show. Everybody keeps talking about that show, man. I haven't even watched it yet.
It's like a car crash for white trash. But
wow. All right. Well, I mean, that right there described it in a nutshell. I've got it. That's the best review of that show I've ever heard. and I've heard plenty of reviews about that show. That is by far the best review of that show I've ever heard. But getting back to what you were just saying, it's good. Hey, look, let's have the event. Let's have a good fight. Let's have a good card. And man, it'll distract some people, man. It'll keep their mind off of this crap that's going on right now. Everybody's running around. Everybody's freaking out. So, a little bit of life has to go on somewhere. And I'm okay with it being in the fight sport realm.
Oh, I am too, man. I'm happy as could be. There's something going on. We might I don't know. We could talk about it. We might do a live stream, you and I watching that fight. Let the people see what our reactions to what's going on at the same time.
That would be cool. Yeah,
so
we haven't done
if you guys are
something like
interested
that.
in seeing us do a live stream of this fight, so we're watching it, you can see our reactions, what's going on. Let us know. Hit us up in the comments below. Currently, we are happy there's just a fight. We're not happy about the fight itself. We would even have preferred Conor if Conor could have done it. You couldn't have preferred Conor. I mean, if Khabib couldn't make it, Conor over Gage.
You know what, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. I take either one of them, man. Man, Justin Gage is a warrior, dude, man. That guy comes to throw down. That guy comes to fight. So you know what type of fight it's going to be.
Yeah.
Automatically off the bat. They're both just going to come forward, and it's really going to be battle of wills is how I'm picturing this fight to be. Battle of wills. Obviously, I'm always going to root for my boy Tony Ferguson. I love that guy. I love to watch him fight. I love everything that he does, and he's way more well-rounded. I think he gets it done, and I think he gets it done in another crazy fashion. So I can't wait for it, man. I mean, it's going to be a good fight, man. Gaethje's going to come to scrap, and it'll make me not think about things for a little bit.
Yeah, and that's kind of important because right now things are a little rough for everybody out there. We understand that, so we hope we're bringing you some good content and you're enjoying what we're doing here.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I think the thing
we
I'm
want to
missing,
entertain too.
Yeah, so I think the thing I'm missing most of all about there not being fights, I like seeing them. Don't get me wrong; doesn't matter if there's nobody there or not. But I miss a little bit of that crowd because sometimes that crowd gets you just as riled up as you want to be.
For sure.
And that's kind of one of those things that even for a fighter, when they go in there to fight, if there's nobody there, kind of reminds them probably of the old days when they first started fighting. Nobody was there.
Yeah.
Just the other fighters and other people.
Barely anybody was there. You remember even watching old Pride fights. Remember how quiet the crowd was in Japan because they were so into the martial arts aspect of it.
Yeah, and then
anytime somebody did something cool or went for a submission or threw a kick or anything like that, then you'd hear the crowd go, "Ooh," you know what I mean?
Yeah, or they would clap. Other than that, it was quiet.
Or they would clap. Other than that, it was quiet. You could hear the corners screaming. That's what it is right now to watch a UFC fight, man. It's an empty arena and all you can hear are the corners. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. It's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. You don't have a crowd involvement, swaying the ref one way or the other, but because sometimes you get some of that. And
you're definitely going to hear the corner people. Everything they got to say.
We're going to hear the corner people, and I do look forward to the day where we can have crowds back, but for right now, I'll take it the way it is.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm Lee.
I'm Fayaz.
And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, you got something to say,
subscribe.
Yep, subscribe. Push your people. If you don't like us, send us to a friend. Maybe or an enemy. If they like it, then they'll subscribe. Either way.
They might like it. It might be okay. They might like it. Look, we're here to entertain. Look, even if you don't like it, man, hit subscribe. Leave us a comment. Let us know what's going on, man. Let us know what you want to hear. We're happy to talk about things that you're interested in too. We just don't happen to hit that right topic for you.
All right. Well, until next time, have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and we'll see you later.
Wash your hands for God's sakes.